This is from the Petty Corner. I'm Petty Diana, and today I have DTP here with me today. Disturbing the peace, Dorian Perez.
What's up? What's up, Diana? How you doing?
Good. How are you? Welcome to the Petty Corner. So nobody's gonna know this besides me and you, but we actually recorded before. Our whole episode did not actually record, so we're back at it again.
Yeah, 100% my fault. I'm a
No,
diva.
it's
I need the most expensive equipment and the most I need the best production value possible. So I'm sorry, Diana. I had to do that to you.
It's okay. But I was watching Power Slap 9 and something
Yeah.
popped up on my screen and it was just some fight announcements. There was 3 title matches and hello, your match popped up with Damien DeBell. Let's go.
Yep. Damien DeBell. Sorry, buddy. You had a great run. Good for you, but it's my time, baby. It's my time. I've been a champion since I came in this fucking sport. Had 7 matches without a belt in my hand. Just hasn't felt right. So it's gonna look way fucking better on me. I promise.
Hey, Vegas, December 6th. I bought my tickets as soon as the stream was over. I'm so excited for it. And you know what?
Oh,
Damien was giving you credit because we've been seeing a lot of new faces come in, and he did say I saw him like on, I think it was Slap News, some interview, and he was like, I think the only person like I haven't like had a match with yet is Dorian, and I think it's the only person that should have the match because we have a lot of new guys coming in. They don't have the experience, but you've been around the block, you've been here for a while, so now
yeah.
you finally got your time.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I feel like at every turn I've had to prove myself. Like, yeah, I had 2 matches that y'all ain't even get to see. And those 2 matches were for my contract. Like, they saw one, I went the distance with John Davis. I did another one the very following day. So, um, every turn I feel like people don't believe in me and they look at me as an underdog, and that's I love that shit. I love it because bet against me. I dare you. I fucking double dog dare you to bet against me. You're gonna lose all your fucking wallet. You know what I mean? And my opponent's gonna lose all the fucking blood out of his face, and it's gonna be great. You know what I mean? I was 7-0 in boxing, and in every new boxing opponent that I would have, they would be like, "Oh, this guy's gonna be the one. This guy's gonna fuck him up. This guy's gonna do this, and this guy's gonna do that." And guess what they did? Jack shit. You know what I mean? So I love it, dude. I love it. I love the fact that I get to fucking fight the best of the best and fight the best in the world and stuff, and just I'm not even trying to be the best in the world. I can go beat those guys, So
Yeah. And you know what I will say? Like, people can't really use the edge of, we haven't seen Dorian in a while. We haven't seen Dorian in a while because Damien hasn't had a match either. So it's kind of like you guys are both coming in without having matches for a very long time. But I
yeah,
am so excited for you. I did buy my ticket, so I will be there. And I will actually never do a pick video because I did picks before Power Slap 9. And I was like, yeah, like all the new people coming out, I was like, yeah, the veteran's gonna win. The veteran's gonna win. Like the new people, they tend to foul. All of the new people didn't foul, and the veterans did foul. So I'm just gonna,
yeah.
shut my mouth. I'm just gonna join the
It's
fights.
hard. It's hard to make predictions. It's hard to make predictions in power slap. That's why I don't even like saying like what I'm gonna do, other than the fact that I'm gonna hurt this fucking person. You know what I mean? Oh, round this or round that, and getting technical about it. Like the only reason people want fighters to say what round they're gonna knock somebody out in is so that way they have an easier time betting. Like, do your fucking research. You know what I mean? You tell me what round I'm gonna knock them out in, because I'm not focused on what round I'm gonna knock them out in. I'm focused on the amount of damage I can output on each one, and if I don't put him down in one, accumulating damage on said target. You know what I mean? It's for me, it's about like defeating an opponent. For other people, it's about like the statistics about when you're gonna win a fight. You're talking about it from 2 different angles completely.
Yeah, and we'll get into that match more, but I want to start from the beginning. Okay, so you grew up in California,
Yeah, San Isidro.
and did you grow up
South San
playing like
Diego.
any sports or anything like combat sports history before you got into Power Slap?
Yeah, well, my mom, she was a police officer back in the day. She was doing Muay Thai classes, and when I got to be about her same like height and weight, and I was about 9 years old, she put me in Muay Thai with her, and that was my first sparring partner. Was my mom. We would just fucking go rounds with each other and stuff, and if I was fucking up in school, she'd go a little extra hard. You know what I mean? But it was good, and I deserved it, and it was fun. Uh, and then baseball. I played baseball all throughout my life. Played like 7 years of baseball as a kid, from like t-ball all the way up to middle school. And I got into middle school. I was way too fucking big to play baseball. They put me in football. Did good with that. Ended up playing football in high school. I made all state in high school. I played football in Australia for a season. Came back. I was going to go to college to U of A, but they found out about the injuries that I had in my knee, so they kind of they took away my scholarship. But it's all good because I didn't want to play football in college anyway. I didn't even like football. I was just good at it. I ended up going to college at AMDA, which is American Musical Dramatic Academy. So like I went to be an acting major, but we learned a lot. Like I did ballet, I did sword fighting, I did fucking like acting history and economics, like all kinds of crazy classes. Um, but yeah, so my big ass is a ballerina. Uh,
I have so many questions right now. Okay,
yeah,
so
well, I just multifaceted. I like have a bunch of different interests. You know what I mean?
okay,
Like fighting is
so
more of a
you have a
therapy for
baseball
me.
background. Do you feel like that affects your strike or like helps your strike because the baseball swing, like the kind of like torque you can put on it and the movement? No?
Not baseball. Not baseball swing. I used to be a pitcher.
Oh,
So
okay.
I used to be a first baseman and a pitcher. I was a relief pitcher. But yeah, so when you pitch, I used to just throw nothing but fucking fastballs. And I wasn't doing no trickery, no nothing like that. I used to just throw nothing but fastballs as hard as I could. And people couldn't hit my fastballs. I'm throwing them right down the middle. And I used to fucking just crank them. So that's the same way I slap. If you look at James's face, like I spin his chin off of my fingertips the same way that you spin a fastball down the line. So watch the slow mo.
Okay. I love baseball. I grew up a Yankees fan. I know they're facing the Dodgers. It's not really looking good for the Yankees, but we did win last night. But I am a mom, and my son played comp baseball travel team. It broke my
Yeah,
heart when he was like, "Mom, I don't want to play baseball anymore," because I was like, "You have to." No, he doesn't play anymore.
yeah.
But yeah. So moving on from baseball, you played football in Australia. Like, what was that like living there? Like, how old were
Yeah,
you? Like, what was your
it's called
experience like?
the Down Under Bowl. I only played for like a season out there because it's like a just well, I say a season, but it was basically like a big tournament. We play with Canadian style rules because that's how they play in Australia whenever they play American football. Um, so I think it's like a touchdown is 3 points, an extra point is 1 point, and so that's how they kind of crank it out. But everything else is pretty much the same. We had the West Coast team, so we had three guys from California, one guy from Alaska, one guy from Nevada, like a bunch of guys from the states in the West Coast. We had the Texas team, the North team, and like the East Coast team. That was our four teams. We had two teams from Canada, and then I think like three teams from Australia, and that was the Down Under Bowl. And so we have like they do the Pro Bowl. You bring your own helmet, and then we all have the same jersey. That's basically the same thing that we did, but it's for like high school level people. And then all the coaches are uh, college coaches. So our coach was a college coach from or the offensive coach from Utah. So they kind of use it as a little scouting opportunity and stuff. But it was really fucking fun because I was in like a D3 school, but I was playing at a D1 level. So I was kind of bullying people in my league. So to go against people that were arguably better than me was fucking awesome. And I was like, I was having to figure out like on the fly how to beat these people on the line. And I've always loved that. I've always liked fighting and competing with people who should be better than me, who should beat me on paper because I like overcoming that. I like overcoming the fucking fact that people tell me that I can't.
Yeah.
I
So
can't.
you played
I
college
promise I
football,
fucking
but
can.
then at the same time you were doing like acting and ballerina and
Yeah, I
and
had
all
a
that kind of
scholarship
stuff.
to U of A. I had a scholarship to U of A, but they found out about like my medical. I submitted my medical records and stuff. And in 2014, I had three torn ligaments in my left knee. 2013, I had the same injury in my right knee. So they were like, "You're injury prone. We're good off of you." Um, so
Oh, what was
did
your
they
degree in?
basically removed- My degree was in acting for camera.
Oh, I love it. And I know, like I said, we did this interview before, so I kind of know. During this season right now, you got like a little acting gig. What is that?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been doing nothing. So I quit my job on as security guard a while back just because I was able to like budget out money from Power Slap. Um, so I've been doing nothing but training, eating, sleeping, and streaming on Twitch. So that's pretty much been my life. So I had all of October free. I love Halloween, as if you guys can't fucking tell. So I got a job at a like haunted trail type of deal, and I'm a fucking dead fisherman. I just be chasing people around with a hook, fucking scaring people and shit. I love it. Um, I dig it. I'm like covered in blood and shit. I have a big ass trench coat and I just be chasing people around. I've been singing pirate songs to people. It's a fun gig, man. I like entertaining people, and I like the fact that it's just you step out of your normal life and do something silly. Like your normal life is so serious all the time. You gotta fucking be able to laugh and be able to do some silly shit every now and again. Remind yourself that you're human and you're alive. So I like doing that. That's fun.
Hell yeah. Never take life too serious because no one gets out alive anyway, right?
Yeah, yeah, we're all gonna fucking die anyway. So you're gonna cry about it, or you're gonna fucking do something with your time.
Yeah, love it. And drop your Twitch name.
Oh, it's disturbing the peace 57. Same as my Instagram, but with no underscores. I think. What is my Twitch? Let me see.
What do you like to stream?
I stream Daisy usually. Have you ever heard of Daisy?
No.
It's like a post-apocalyptic survival game set in like Russia, Chernarus, which
So
means
how
black.
old are you?
27. The
Okay, so
game's been out
I'm
for
about to
10
be
years.
34 in like 2 weeks. I grew
Oh,
up
yeah,
like,
happy
Crash
birthday.
Bandicoot, Tony Hawk, Grand Theft Auto, like like that like
Yeah,
PS2 era, like Nintendo 64, Mario Kart, that
yeah.
kind of shit. But then like I didn't play video games until COVID because my husband and my kids were all at home. They all had their own game systems. We were all playing Fortnite. They wouldn't talk to me because they're sitting there playing on the game. So that like I started picking games back up. I went to Walmart during COVID, got myself an Xbox, and started playing Fortnite just so I can hang out with them.
Hell yeah. I play with my fiance. My fiance plays Daisy too, so I'll play with her sometimes. My little brother, he's insane at fucking Daisy, or insane at Fortnite. I guess they do like tournaments where they can win like
Dude,
in-game
the
money.
freaking
He's
kids, like
won
their
like
building is insane.
what? How do you even? You're like planning the build in your head. You fucking little architect. It's
Dude,
crazy.
by the
Yeah,
time I'm
yeah,
like
when
trying
he
to
was
edit
like,
one wall, they have like a whole fortress built. And I'm like, where'd you go?
I know that he's already destroying my wall. Like, dude, come on, bro, give
Yeah.
me a chance. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
but no,
wild.
he won.
I'm
He
gonna have
won
to
like
check out
three
your
hundred
page though.
dollars
So
worth of skins. He had a turn. He won like $300 worth of skins during like over the course of like 3 tournaments. He's
dude,
he's a crazy guy.
what
I
was
think
that
he was
kid's
like
name?
10. He was like 3 years ago.
It was it Booga? Yeah, Booga. During
Yeah,
COVID, he was like freaking 14 or 15 years old. He won like millions of dollars in a Fortnite tournament. It's like
it's fucking
it's
crazy.
why kids are so like their hand-eye coordination. It's like it's insane. It really is.
Yeah, no, I love it. That's why I play Daisy too. It's such a slow game. Like, there's no rounds or anything. It's basically a survival game. You can get into fights with people, but you can take your time. It could take an hour to fight somebody. It can take 10 seconds to fight somebody. It just depends.
Yeah. See, Fortnite, it's like they force the fights because they have the storm. And if you're in the storm,
Yeah,
you lose
exactly.
your life, and then like you have to be in the circle or whatever. Whatever. Whatever.
Yeah, I
But
dig, I
yeah,
dig,
anyway.
I dig that though because it pushes the action. So, but
Yeah.
that's just, you got to get you're psyched up for that.
Yeah.
I don't have
But
the fucking
speaking
heart for that.
of your little brother, you had said that you were gonna wait till he gets older to reopen the restaurant that you and your dad had worked at. It was Joe's Texas Barbecue?
Joe Texas brisket. Joe Texas
Brisket.
brisket.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
How is
I
that
would
going? Is
love
he still
to.
too young for that? Or like is there any movement on
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I'll wait a couple more years. Wait till he's about like the age where you would need a working permit, right? Um, so like 2, 3 more years, and then we're gonna get that on and popping. You know what I mean? I got all the paperwork and stuff to renew all my licenses and all my like my manager's license, my food handler's license. I just need to get all that shit renewed, and we'd be good to go. So I think it'd be really fun for him because it was a really fun time for me. I just had spent a lot of time with my dad doing that and just barbecuing and taking care of business, and it taught me like I didn't even realize, but he would like slowly kind of take his hand off the wheel as far as like as the years would go by and let me kind of do more and more and more and more. And then like towards the end, I didn't realize that I was like running the company kind of by myself. You know what I mean? So I like without even knowing, he like Jedi mind fucked me into learning how to run my own business. So,
Yeah. So you can
I
totally do it, but, like,
yeah,
don't wait too long to bring him in because these teenagers, these kids, they're so in touch with social media, and social media is power nowadays. So, like, he can bring such a great insight to your knowledge of, like, running a business behind the scenes and then bring that social media aspect and the
100%.
promotion and, marketing to it that you guys can really excel. But I love like, Texas barbecue, so, like, when you open, like, give me a call, Imma be there.
Hell yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. No, we got to. It's like we won Del Mar Grill Fest, which is like the biggest barbecue competition in San Diego. Del Mar Fair is like our city's fair. Um, there was like 23 master chefs, I believe, the first year, and like 28 the next year, and we blew them out of the fucking water like each year. We ran out of food the first year. The next year we came prepared, still ran out of food. Um, we just hung out and drank beer while everybody else finished doing their samples and stuff. And so even if you even after not selling for 2 3 hours, me and my dad just hanging out waiting for them to count the tally, we still won by like 2 buckets. They do like little coins. You drop your coin in the bucket, you get a sample. We won by 2 buckets. Everyone had just like half a bucket. We had two fucking buckets, 2 years in a row, baby. So that yeah, I get really hyped about that. My dad was really proud about his food, and that was like his love language was feeding people. Like even the like the day that he died, he had made a fucking like a 5 or 6 gallon big ass tub of menudo, and he took off. He went he's going to Texas, and he's like, I was like, man, fucking stay. Let's have breakfast. Let's do all this. He's like, nah, mijo, I gotta go. I gotta go. But I made menudo. You guys have breakfast. You guys chill. And then he took off. That was the last time I talked to him and stuff. But and he was already gone, but he was still feeding people. People were coming to the house, kind of like saying their condolences, and I would just serve him like menudo. Like that was how my dad told you he loved you, is by feeding you. So that's how I like to show love to my people, is just feed them. That's why I love to cook. So
Yeah.
regardless of how successful my business is, I don't give a fuck as long as I can feed people. That's where I'm gonna be happy.
Yeah, and I'm so sorry for your loss. I can imagine what that was like because you still are really young to lose a parent. But
Yeah.
he is
six
right.
years ago,
Um, you
it's
know,
insane to think about.
food is a love language,
Yeah.
and it speaks.
100%.
So, um, and I know that the background from like what you and your dad had, you kind of like want to bring that to, like to help connect more with your brother too, as well.
Yeah, like I was 21. I had 3 times the amount of time with my dad than my brother did. My brother was 7. So being able to like have my dad's food be around him and teach him the same things that my dad taught me. Same thing goes with like I take him fishing sometimes and take him camping sometimes. I take him to the gym with me because that's all things I used to do with my pops, and it's a way that I just paying my dad back, for being there for me and making me the man that I am. Because he's not here, I'm the one that's kind of trying to help to instill those lessons and those little like life memories in him, you know. And I do it, and I'll do it 100 times again.
Do you raise him, or does he live
No,
with
he
his
lives
mom?
with my mom. I live like 20 minutes away.
Okay. Well, I'm really glad that he has you. Um, I just had a question though too. So it was Joe's Texas brisket. Do you guys have like a background from Texas? Because I know you wear that cowboy hat too when you come
Yeah,
up
yeah.
on the stage.
My dad was born in Lubbock. They moved to Austin when my grandfather got. Uh, he was the first master plumber to move to Austin, Texas. He was plumbing everything, so he plumbed all the historical sites in Austin, Texas. So you go to the House of Blues, he plumbed that. You go to like Sixth Street, he plumbed all those old buildings. Um, so I'm really proud of that. But that's where my family comes from. I have a fucking lot of family out there, like 200 cousins out there. They just keep growing because apparently they don't fucking like TV. They don't like to just hang out and focus on themselves. They just repopulating the fucking earth by themselves. So I got so many cousins and so many family members. And it's awesome because they show out and they support, like, even cousins I don't really know, or like they're just connected by like 3 generations. They still reach out to me and they're like, "Hey, cousin, my son, he really likes your shit. He watches your boxing, or he watches your power stuff." like that always gets me going, and it lets me know I'm going in the right direction. Like I set out on this journey of like combat sports to help to inspire my little brother and to kind of give him sort of a someone to look up to the way that my dad looked. I looked up to my dad, but in doing that, um, I've touched like a lot more people outside of just uh, my little brother. So I really appreciate that, and I appreciate that I can be the vessel for change in somebody.
Yes. Well, you are a great example. And, I'm a Hispanic myself. So, we populate a lot because you were
Yeah.
saying, like we multiply and stuff. So I get
Yeah.
it.
My I'm
but,
like me and my little brother are the last ones left. I have 7 brothers and sisters. We're the last ones left with no kids. You know what I mean? I feel like I gotta wait a little bit,
yeah,
let these
you're,
things
when you're
grow up a
ready,
little
you're
bit.
ready. So,
Yeah. Well, also too, if I wait a little bit longer, my little brothers and my little nephews and nieces, they'll be older, so I'll have free babysitters. So I'm just kind of
yes.
planning it out
And
economically.
people you can trust because it's really
Yeah,
hard to find that.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, but you
Hell
didn't answer my question. Like you always were the cowboy hat. So like your family's history comes from Texas. Like how did you get to California and where's the cowboy hat come from?
So I take it fishing with me a lot. My dad got it for me at a store called Callahan's in Austin, Texas, and it's just saved me from the fucking sun. It's hot out there, It saved me from the sun. It saved me from like dehydration. It's felt so I could soak it in water and put it on my head. Um, yeah, and I like it, man. Feels like my dad's still with me, like as to have like a talisman of him, as a part of me, part of a shield that's with me. It's a blessing to have those sort of items of recompense, a reconciliation. It's it's like wearing a cross.
I love it. Yeah. So you said you are no longer working security and you do come from like Muay Thai, football, baseball, all that kind of background. But how did that lead you to street beefs and like quitting your job in security into power slap?
Well, I quit my job after I got my bonus from knocking out James. I was like, I quit like pretty much a month after that because I was like, I gotta budget out my money, and if I can just pay out my rent ahead of time, I'll be able to live, relatively comfortably and focus a lot more time on power slap. Because I knocked out James off the couch, was not training at all. I was working a lot, and I was at work doing push-ups, at work fucking shadow boxing. And I was like, "Fuck, man, am I gonna have to train for a championship belt like that, like at work, like not even training for it, still working and responding to fucking calls and stuff?" I couldn't do that, so it took a lot of energy, a lot of time. So right now, my full time job is training. That's it. So that's why I quit. But it wasn't that I quit and then got into power slap. Um, but how I got into street beefs, I was just tired. Like I said, I was 320 pounds before pandemic, so I was tired of being sedentary. I had broken my collarbone, I had broken my leg in the years previous, and the doctors told me I'd never be able to play sports. I'd never be able to run again. So I spit in the face of that diagnosis, and COVID kind of motivated me. I saw the world stop, and I was like, I need to keep moving because I had already been stopped for 5 fucking years. So that just lit a fire under my ass, and I wanted to have real consequences if wasn't in the gym. Usually, you can't commit to a diet or you can't commit to a working out regimen, and then there's just no consequences. So I took a fight in street beefs, and I was like, I had a month to train, and I was like, if I don't train, I'm gonna get my fucking ass kicked. That's my consequences. So that was basically just like a weight loss thing and trying to get healthier and trying to take care of myself better to try to fix try to fix what's going on in your head and reconcile what's going on in your head. You got to take care of your body first. Your body's a temple, and if you have a messy body, you don't have a messy mind, or vice versa.
No, I love it. I love it. And I totally agree with that. So, because when you look good, you feel good, and it helps your mental health. And working out releases endorphins, so it's great all around for mind and body.
100%.
But You know, we did talk about a little bit how after you got a power slap, you got your bonus after knocking out James. Then that's when you finally quit your job. But what are you doing in this time that you've been off? Because you've been off since February to make sure that you're prepared for Damien DeBell.
Well, it's not just the bell, right? I'm more so just training to be better, like than myself in previous times. Better, making sure that I'm more accurate, making sure that I'm more powerful, making sure that I'm not having injuries and being able to run at this high octane level. Um, I have a lot of time to be able to recover, like figuring out recovery, figuring out how to stay hydrated over long periods of time. Because that's hard. It's hard for people. It's kind of hard for everybody. You can't stay hydrated all the time. You know, you need to fucking supplement yourself with like electrolytes and all kinds of things. So this period of time for me has been focused on recovery. Street beast, like I said, I was doing month to month to month, not really recovering, fighting people with broken noses. I knocked out James. I had a broken orbital bone um, at the same time, so I was lucky that I didn't get hit by him, and lucky that he's left-handed, so he would have hit me on the other side anyway. So, uh, yeah, I just been gambling a lot with my health and just taking a lot of risks. So in this time where I'm inactive, I'm fucking yoga DTP. I'm focused on healing, focused
You're
on power.
zen.
Yeah, I'm zen the fuck out. I'm really focused and I'm happy. I'm blessed. I don't feel like I'm fighting from a place of dejection. I'm fighting from a place of love. Uh, Hate is a very fleeting emotion. It goes away. But love is an emotion without end. Amen. Right? Like you love your kids no matter what they do, right?
Yes.
So that's the same way that you would fight to the death for them is the same way that I fight opponents. You know, I look at it as I'm fighting for my family, they're taking something away from them and I have to put it into it. I'm the fucking person on the wall. I'm the one with the sword in my hand. Like I'm the one that's ready to die on my shield. And you can't be a warrior unless you're ready to die on your shield. So I'm not scared of dying or getting knocked out or losing teeth or losing an eye. I'm not scared of any of that because it's what I signed up for. And it's what I signed up for to do to the other person. It's what I'm trying to do to the other person, right? He's trying to kill me. I'm trying to kill him. So it's no hard
Yes,
feelings.
I love it, and I can't wait. So, like, that reminds me of John Davis because he's like, "I will go out with injury. You gotta pick me like, I will literally die on this stage. Like, you gotta pick me up." And that's just and I know, like, you and John have, like, a relationship and stuff, but that's what it reminds me of, like, that mentality and all that. But, yeah, and I for sure will have you back to talk about your match in depth,
Hell
with
yeah.
Damien, but I wanna get a little petty before we get out of here. Your only loss is to Dwayne. Do we ever see you moving up to super heavyweight? You know, he just beat the number one at super heavyweight to try to get that lick back.
Yeah, I would move up to super heavyweight if he had a belt, right? I would be able to move up to super heavyweight because then it would make sense. I'd have a belt, he'd have a belt. We get a little champion versus champion. We have a history. That'd be cool. But if he comes down, he can get that smoke too because I'll knock his fucking bitch ass out this time. You know, he has a weird chin. He looks like fucking the chick from Bob's Burgers, the wife. His chin kind of like goes in like that. So I figured out how to hit him. Once I hit him, he fucking stumbled and did the Macarena. So I would love to fucking fight Dwayne. I'd love to fight
Can
Dwayne
you
in the
walk out to the
UFC.
Macarena, please? That would be so funny. You're just like Dan to do while you're walking out.
Yeah, yeah. Dwayne can get it, bro. Dwayne can get it any weight class he wants. Obviously,
Let's
he's gonna want.
go.
Obviously, he's gonna want to come down. Like once I'm heavyweight champion, like nobody's gonna give me respect. I'm still not gonna get flowers. They're gonna have Dwayne come down, and they're gonna say like, "Oh, Dwayne's a real champion because he beat you before." But the real answer to that question is, I only lost to myself because I won the last round, I won the first round, but I fouled in the first two rounds, so they took away 2 points from me. Right?
Mhm,
Scorecards that would have been tied, and it would have been based off of who has better fucking defense. I got way
mhm.
better defense than Dwayne. So in this second time around, where me figuring him out, he would be done for.
Yeah,
So I don't think
okay.
he wants to come
Well,
down. But if he wants to come down, you're welcome.
all right, well, The heavyweights, they always got like these big personas, and you're one of them. After you knocked out James, you were like standing over him, screaming him, and the ref had to like shove you off him. Did we see any like petty stuff going down with you and Damien, like before or after or during the match?
Yeah, I don't know. He hasn't. We don't have a lot of interaction other than like us hanging out before, but I feel like we have the same type of autism, right? Like, I understand him a little bit, so I don't know. I feel like if he fucking throws the first rock, it's gonna be a glass war fucking house. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like I need to be. I need to be super petty against this guy. We'll see in the moment how I feel, because once someone smacks you in the face, kind of everything goes out the window. You're like, "Fuck this motherfucker! I'm gonna eat his fucking face off." You know what I mean? So it goes from like 0 to fucking 100. So I might knock him out and then rip his shoes off and throw him in the audience and then fucking chokeslam him through a table. But that remains to be seen, because I don't even know how I feel. I feel like I got
Yeah.
like bipolar disorder or something. I'm like here and then I'm there and then I'm over here.
What's your celebrity
Choke someone
matchup?
and be like, "No hard feelings, motherfucker." Choke slam that motherfucker through a table. But if I lose, I'll let him choke slam me through a table. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Sometimes you're the A
Yeah.
side, sometimes
Hey,
you're the
maybe
B
you
side.
got to go visit Nate up in Buffalo. Like, the Bills fans, they be breaking tables every football game for no reason.
I don't have to go to Buffalo to break tables. I fucking
Yes, I want to.
there's
That looks
a
so fun. I know it's like crazy, but like they literally jump off like buses and
damn.
trucks just to break the tables for no reason.
I'm down.
But
If I
that's what
get
it
to
reminded me
powerbomb
of.
Nate, if I get to powerbomb Nate through a table, I'm so down.
Oh my
Fucking
god,
wait.
yeah. So let's go visit Nate after, and we'll go break some tables.
Hell yeah, let's fucking do it.
Hey, he's got like the inn with the Buffalo Bills too, so that'd be dope. But
Dude,
what would
I want to put
your
on
celebrity
pads.
matchup
I
be?
want, I want to go heads up with fucking Nate in pads. My celebrity matchup? I don't, hmm. I want Conor McGregor on steroids. I want 260 Conor McGregor on steroids. I'd knock his fucking head off, dude. Oh,
Hey,
come
I
on,
want to
hit
see
me,
Conor
hit
McGregor
me.
walk out Dakota McGregor.
Okay,
The new guy,
but
because they posted like Dakota's fight, right? And it was like with
yeah,
Dakota, and it said the Fresh Prince with the Notorious one or whatever, and like Connor like commented back, and I'm like, they kind of look alike. They could be like cousins or something. So like power slap
that's it.
UFC, let Connor walk him out.
Yeah. Fucking Nick is fighting the next day after my fight, so I'm gonna call him and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, do you want to
Oh,
fucking
Nick
walk me
Diaz,
out for my
yeah.
fight, bro?" Yeah,
I bet some of them will be
yeah.
there. I guarantee they
I
will
got.
be.
I haven't talked to him in a fat minute, but I gotta hit up the boy.
Well, I'm gonna
Listen,
name some of
how
the
do you
people
think?
in your division or that were in your division, and then you tell me the first name that comes, like the first word or something that comes to your mind.
All right, go ahead.
Brian Ellis.
The Predator.
That kind of sounds dirty though, but okay.
Take it how
I
you
know
want
that's
it.
his name, Brian the Predator Ellis, but
Alien. No, I know. But, oh, that is his name for real. That's not just
yeah,
me
it's
fucking.
Brian the Predator Ellis. But like, you know his name?
I had no idea. Shit, man. Well, fine. This fucking. You remember Apple Jacks? The cinnamon stick
Yes.
from Apple Jacks.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that guy.
Well, I thought you were talking about like the movie The Predator, like the braids and like the blue faces and
No,
stuff. But whatever, moving
I
on.
was.
Nate
I
Bernard.
had to change it. Nate Bernard. Uh, fucking steroids.
Wow. Okay.
No, I'm just
Uh,
kidding. The movie 300. He should have been in the movie 300. Look at him.
yeah. Damien Bell.
Cheater, you motherfucking palm strike king having ass boss rootin' striking head ass motherfucker house party too looking ass. Yeah.
Ryan Phillips, the King of Kings.
Fucking God Emperor. Just
Why do you
God
have like
Emperor.
so much energy for everyone else, and then like him, you're just like, God Emperor.
God Emperor, because in North Korea they call him God Emperor. He's the supreme leader. Oh, that's the one. That's the supreme leader. That's what I
There we
meant to
go.
say.
There's that energy.
That's what I
And
meant to
John
say.
Davis,
Supreme
which,
leader.
by the way, you were the only person ever, get a win over him before Isaiah. So, but I mean, that was a heavyweight. But still, I'm not going to discredit you. It's still a win. A win's a win.
That's my little brother right there. But do I need to go down to 185 and show these motherfuckers what's up? Like, do I have to avenge him?
Hey,
I'm
maybe.
pretty sure Isaiah can drink like 2 bottles of water and not cut any weight and be heavyweight. So I don't know. Maybe I got to call out Isaiah. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what? I would like, I'd like to see that because he moved down weight. Once he came to 185, it was like, oh shit, who is this guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, Isaiah's a fucking legend. I like
Yes.
Isaiah. You know what I mean? How
Yeah,
he took out John.
I'm
was a
so
little fucking
proud. I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm like,
A little fucking disrespectful how he took out John, but I like it. You fucking sniped him.
I know. My heart broke for John because I
something?
really, really, really like John. I was like, I'm gonna be so happy for whoever wins. I'm gonna be really sad for whoever loses. So my heart broke for John. I'm really excited for Isaiah. But like, fuck, like I was at Power Slap 8 and I saw what he did to Wes, and I was like, ain't nobody been able to even knock down Wes.
Yeah, that's
That
how I
shit was
feel
wild.
with the fucking. That's how I feel with the No Love Blackburn fight.
I know.
I'm like,
Oh my god, yeah, that's another hard one.
my little brothers are fighting over the last pizza.
I know.
No.
You know what? Manny was one of my first people I ever interviewed, and he told me, he was like, yeah, I got a Power Slap because of Dorian Perez. He's like, DTP. He was like, yeah, we did Street Beefs, and he called me up and he was like, hey, like I'm gonna do this Power Slap thing, and like you brought him on, like he gave me all the credit.
I had to yell at him to fucking turn in his paperwork. I literally, Frank called me. He's like, what's up with your boy? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, he's not turning in his paperwork. You guys to do that email by today. And so I was like, give me 5 minutes. And I'm going to hang up the phone. I called No Love. I was like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, huh? I was like, you got to submit your paperwork by today, motherfucker. This is legit. He's like, are you sure it's legit? I was like, motherfucker, I shook Dana White's hand. And he's like,
Oh
all right,
shit.
cool.
Yeah.
Then he submitted it.
I will say though, Azael was like, I think I'm gonna get kidnapped because he was in Granada with his wife, and
Yeah.
he got the call, and he's like, I think like I don't know who they're bringing me to Vegas, like, but like I'm in a hotel room, like I still haven't seen Dana yet, like I'm gonna get kidnapped. So like,
Yeah.
and no one ever heard of Power Slap Man because it wasn't a thing. So it kind of is like, is this real? Is it not? So I get it. I do get it.
Yeah, they did take his kidney though. Azael's kidney he only has one now.
Really?
That was in his contract. He had to take his kidney. So
Oh shit! Damn.
yeah,
I'm gonna have to question him about it.
Fucking Dana ate that shit right in front of him.
Well, Dorian, I am so excited to see you at Power Slap 10. My ass gonna be there. I'm like, right there with the podium, right? I'm up close and personal. I cannot wait to see it. I'm gonna have you back here, to do a little pre-fight interview, and maybe, maybe we might have to have a little petty press conference. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time, and I can't wait to meet you in person in December.
Absolutely, it's gonna be a fucking great time. Power Slap 10, baby. 10, 2 digits. We're going into the fucking future. Going into the future with your brave new fucking leader, Supreme Leader DTP. I'm fucking taking over the goddamn world. Woo! Taking over the motherfucking world. Taking over the Bell shoes. Taking those black Air Forces off your feet, buddy. Sorry about that. Got to. Throwing them straight at Dana. And I'm going to powerbomb the fucking commentary table. I'm going to powerbomb the commentary table. So let's fucking do it. Let's fucking go. Power Slap 10, be there, be square. And I'm going to fucking give you a wedgie in your underwear. So, hell yeah.
I love it. And for those of you guys watching at home, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, all that good shit. See you next Tuesday, and stay petty, bitches.
Stay petty, motherfucker. I'm DTP.
Yes.
Y'all fuck your day up. What's up? Get my Starbucks order right. Or I slap the fuck out of you.